Hello everyone and welcome back to Stillhearth. Last session we had a lot of fun finally completing our mission, your very first mission that you kind of concocted all on your own. You returned Atta and Phobin back to their mother with the help of famous adventurer Delayan Bahadura, who was able to assist in transportation with his extremely tame and domesticated griffin, Caladrost. Zimra, unfortunately, during the race to get to the town of Meadowbrook, became lost in the forest, but luckily, with the encouragement of a very enthusiastic 7-year-old, was able to get back up on her feet, take off her eye patch, and deliver the kids home with the help of a maybe bloodthirsty griffin, but we won't talk about that, it's fine. He was in control.
If you're ever out adventuring and you see a griffin above you, just
pet it.
Go find a place. That's just find a cover, find shelter somewhere.
And speaking of Delayan Bahadura, you brought Delayan Bahadura home to Mama, who certainly seemed surprised to have a guest entering her home. And that's where we're gonna pick up. You all now ushered out of the kitchen, some of you checking on your bird, others of you finding notes, and Zimra, I believe you had a plan.
Yeah, I was just gonna clean up and I was gonna go check on Eris.
Okay.
Hello. Come in.
Oh. Hi.
Hi.
I closed the door behind us. So, I just wanted to check in with you because, like, how do we feel about how, like, Delayan is, like, about, like, boss? You know, he's like, is an assassin.
Oh.
I think it's fine.
I mean, like, he left without a trace. And just, like, we don't know what he's doing.
Well, okay, well, I did feel a little bit bad that I don't know, that I just kind of was, like, talking about Vasilios in front of people without thinking that, like, maybe we shouldn't do that. But, I mean, it seems like all he's heard is rumors and... I mean, to be frank, I know Vasilios has killed people. He's a freaking spy. Like, yeah, he's an assassin. We know this. It's fine. Nothing he said was untrue.
I mean, yeah.
He's nice to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm just thinking, and this is not this, I'm so suspicious of you right now.
Make an insight check, Maria.
Here's what's suspicious about this. I'm like, I feel like every time we talk, you're letting on that you know Vasilios way more.
I told you last time that I know.
I don't know, but I want to see if I can vibe check something here. Ooh. That's an 18 insight check.
With an 18, what do you think that she would get from just the way you were speaking about Vasilios? How did you look?
I'm gonna tell you right now, the past 24 hours, every time Vasilios has been brought up, Eris has been so panicked, and right now he seems like so fine.
You seem like you had a change of heart in like 2 seconds. Like, why are you so chill about Vasilios now when you were like, oh my god, Vasilios?
Oh, because I don't know, I feel like we should just trust him and that all of his decisions are made
I
with...
mean, can we?
Yes.
It's just interesting, because, like, I'm a little suspicious, and, like, we're friends, but, like, Delayan is, like, kind of a big deal, and the fact that he's like, oh, about Vasilios is a little, like, oh, you know what I mean?
He left me a letter. I know where he is, he's fine. I'm not going to show it to you.
Oh. Is there, like...
Yes, that's exactly why I cannot show it to you. Yep. It's very spicy.
Not even a little peek?
No. Nope. That's exactly why.
Is that really why? Can I insight check that? I feel like you can't. Zimmer's got a high. Oh, you're lucky. Don't even roll. That was a 1 on the die, so it's a 5. Do you want me to roll anyway?
Do you want to?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a 23.
Sounds like there's a lot of smut in that letter. I guess.
With a nat 1 versus a 23, that letter is not for your eyes. It is, in fact, for no one's eyes.
Heard. Great. Do you think, I don't know, what I've been hearing, like that whole thing with like the southern coast and the bog, like is like stressing me out a little bit.
Why is it stressing you out?
It's just, I have a lot of connections to the southern coast.
Like what?
Well, like my family's from there and my sister works there and I have worked in that area before.
Like where?
Well, I like worked in Earthwool for a little bit.
Oh, you did? I've been to that city so many times. The circus goes there often. What did you do in Earthwool?
I was just kind of like around.
Zimra, you just called me out for being avoidant and weird.
I mean, you said it yourself. We all have things that we're hiding from each other.
How about I will exchange a small thing with you if you tell me something?
Okay, sure.
Okay, and I'm gonna fold up the letter so that she can see like one very specific part.
Okay.
Oh.
You get to see this part, and you do get to see this before it. But that's
So
all I'm
just
gonna
this
tell you
time?
about it. Yeah.
Let us play a game you were so fond of when we were children. I write you 2 truths and 1 lie. A Constricana member is dishonest. Someone you know of well is dishonest. A member of the Crown or its surrounding governmental bodies is dishonest.
Do I know about, or do I know what Contricana?
It's the main governmental system in the bog.
Well,
It's not all smut, all right? It's
okay,
not.
well, I see
but I'm not
that.
showing you the rest of it.
okay.
Smut and politics.
I mean, like, which one do you think is a lie?
I truly don't know. I am actually considering bringing it up to the rest of the group.
The part where it says that someone we...
I don't know, but this does make me very concerned.
It also makes me very concerned. I mean, like...
Also, I really want him to come back because he's definitely being dangerous and it's stressing me out, Zimra.
I just like, I haven't checked in. I mean, like, I've checked into them, to my parents, but I haven't heard from my siblings, and my sister is kind of involved. But I also don't want to go to, not involved with that, but like she, I mean, my family has always been in the Southern Coast, and they're fans of the royal family, but yeah, I'll say this in exchange. I won't tell you what I did at Earthwool, but I tell you I would like to never go there, ever.
Oh, me too! Great!
Why don't you want to go?
Because the last time we went was when the circus was in town, and so was the Broadway circus, and it was the worst experience of my goddamn life.
Oh, that sounds like a fun story.
Shake on it.
Great, never going to Earthwool.
Fantastic. That doesn't bode well for us.
Fantastic. We're going to pull away from this scene. And we're going to... Ruby,
Hi.
what did you want to do?
I am putting the branches with Red from the trees that I collected from our battle. I'm putting them in Red's cage, making sure Red's all good.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello, I don't mean to interrupt. I know it's...
You are not interrupting. You
Yeah,
may enter. I mean, if you want to come in. Hi.
Hello?
Hello.
What are you working on in here?
So this is Red's cage. It has little ribbons on it from all the missions that we've been to and some places from around the house.
Wow.
And it's always tied open, and I just put the branches in it since they fought so valiantly with us.
They did.
Yeah. As did you. It was really cool to watch you fight.
It was very cool to fight with all of you. It really inspired me. It brought me back to my original days as an adventurer, my younger days as an adventurer. And yeah, you all have I know it's clear that you all just met each other, but that you probably are forming some kind of bond, so it's nice.
We all run errands for Mama. Everyone seems pretty cool though.
Cool.
Yeah, it's been cool. Will you sign my book?
Sure.
Oh my gosh. I have my book.
Who do you want me to make it out to?
Ruby.
Ruby?
Yeah.
May your woods be easily traversable. And your stars be shiny.
You really like the stars.
I like stars.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So hey, no worries.
Thank you. What did like the stars mean for you? Cause like I know that like you kept saying wish upon it and stuff, and I was told that like wishing's kind of like magic, and magic is kind of like scary, but the way you were talking about it's not that scary. So like, is that like a good thing?
Well, I feel very comfortable in nature, you know, and the stars were kind of my ceiling growing up, and I didn't grow up in a city. I was always growing up on the road, and even who I worship is part of the stars and nature. So, yeah.
Very magical. Speaking of magic, since you brought up magic, it was used in our fight a lot. Would you say that's a good thing?
Would I say using magic in a fight is a good thing? I think so. Yeah, I think it's a good thing. Why?
I'll take that.
Are you afraid of using magic, or?
It has posed both positive and negative results.
I see. Are you afraid of what happens when you use magic?
Yes.
Well, so far I've only seen positive things. I think
That
I
you
see what
have
you're saying.
seen.
I had a adventurer friend that had a similar issue when they used magic. A lot of unpredictable things happen.
Yeah, like trees appearing or buildings exploding.
That just means... I'm sorry?
Like trees appearing.
That's what I thought. I think that just means you have a lot of latent potential, and so you should go out and try to use magic as much as you can. Don't be afraid of what'll happen.
So it's okay when trees appear or buildings explode or trees appear.
I think it's you want to try to mitigate those things from happening, but you can't always control. It's hard to control magic. You can really only push magic in a certain direction, and it's like your relationship with Red.
Yeah.
How Red, and it's like a family. You start to learn more about it, and it learns about you, and then you form a tighter bond the more you use it.
That's kind of what Mama said once, was that using magic or cooking for others is like making magic because you make it for others. That's like what you were saying about like doing services for others. So it's kind of what like magic is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you learn magic from your family, or?
No, it's just kind of happening a lot lately.
Got it.
Yeah. My mother was kind of like, here's how to do like little things. But like, it never really, I don't know, it was always very much like controlled lessons, and now it's kind of just pew pew.
Do your parents approve of you using magic?
I think my mother likes it.
Okay.
I think that's why I'm here, but I'm not really sure. My mother sent me a letter and was just like, go to Mama's. And there wasn't a lot of information in it, but she said that Mama and the experiences would teach me things.
Well, I agree with some of that. I think Mama will teach you a lot of things. Mama's a very powerful person, and yeah, you think you're in the right spot, but don't be afraid to go out on your own, and just do your own thing. No one's going to teach you how to use magic correctly. Sometimes you have to learn by doing.
So there isn't like a right way, like, how books have like the lists of like, do this and then that. There's no like that for magic.
Everyone tells you what they think is the right way to do it, but everyone's path to mastering their power is different. Everyone says they have the answer, but you are way better off forging your own path.
Huh. No one's ever said that.
Oh, well.
You should put that in your book.
In my new book that I'm
new
writing,
book.
yes, I need to get a lawyer, but once I have somebody who can read contracts for me, I will be sending them my new draft. But don't be afraid, despite what, your parents think or anybody else, to really go out on your own and do your own thing.
I will.
Great.
Thank you, Delian Bahadora.
Thank you, Ruby Rose.
That's so cool.
I'll remember that. I'll remember all of you when I'm out on the road again.
I hope you come by again, especially when you have the new book. Since you know how to get here. Not a lot of of people seem to know how to get here.
Yeah, it's hard to find Mama's house. I think it's easier for you all because you're sort of working with her in a way. You're kind of employees, aren't you?
Kind of. More like happy-go-lucky, we'll do your grocery runs.
Got it. So like a rabbit that's been sent out to do a lot of tasks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Perfect. Well, this has been great. This has been really great. Very inspiring. So.
Can you also sign this other copy of the book?
Why not?
And like these other 3?
Okay,
Just
and
to have.
who do you want this one
All
to?
to Ruby. Well, you know what? One of them can be for Red.
All right, dear, hey, Red, keep on flying. Delian Bahadur, all right, I'll take that one. And this one's to you
To
again.
me again.
Hey, Ruby, this is my second time signing your book. Keep on keeping on.
Great, and then I have one more copy.
One more time.
Yep.
Ruby, this is Delian. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Hey,
That
you're
last
welcome.
one,
Yeah, well, you know, hold on to a couple of those. They might sell.
bring the lion out.
Yeah. I like that song. Okay. I'm gonna check out my room. But really great talking to you.
You too.
Yeah.
Thank you. The lion Bahadora.
Perfect. Okay. You would exit the room. Briar, what were you planning on doing?
We're having dinner soon, I assume.
Yes.
So I'll like make up the like the lounge area and just like get some cocktails made for people and make Ruby like a little like tea. Put some like I don't know what she likes. So I'll put some like creams and then some sugars.
Just a spread.
Yeah, I'm just setting everything up downstairs to be a little cozy before dinner.
Okay, perfect. As you're setting up, you'd probably see Delane exit your sister's and Zimra's room. I do not know how you look when you exit.
And tired, I think.
Okay.
A little tired, but happy.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I'm in my conversation with Zimra and I'm like, oh, hang on one moment, and I have to go run to Voss's room and get all my out of there because somebody else is staying in here. And be like,
I'm already.
You're already.
yeah, so I see you and I'm like, hold on, like 5 slow steps. And I go run and get all my and I'm also like maybe doing a once over to make sure there's nothing in here that like people shouldn't see that I can hide in my room for it.
Sure. You see this. You see Eris bolt into this room. Pick up. The door is open, presumably.
It's probably open a little bit.
Okay, you see Eris gathering pillows and blankets up like a madman, and then you're rolling investigation.
Okay.
For me.
Oh my god, natural 20! 23! That's my third one! That's my third one!
What did I do?
These are great gifts, Brooke.
Thank you, Brooke! I've rolled poorly my whole life.
You're welcome. Okay, yeah, you... Okay.
Yeah, give me the stuff.
I'm thinking... Frickin', it was good that you did this. You go through some of his belongings, and as you're rummaging through, you rummage through the desk, and it seems very mundane. Knickknacks, papers, very standard fare. Like, you see the papers have nothing of note written on them, really just kind of thoughts that pop into your head and you don't want to lose them, you write them down. All very like, oh, I should pick this up from the market kind of things. And as you continue rifling through, you eventually bump one of the sides that Voss's room is covered in paintings.
Yeah.
You elbow one of the paintings, and instead of hitting soft canvas, you hear a click. And the painting shunts down as the panel opens.
Do I hear this?
You do hear it.
Can I open the door then?
You can open the door, yeah.
Hey, let's go.
Sorry, we had a sleepover last night, and we were like, we had a pillow fort, and we were like painting things and all that, so I'm just kind of picking everything up. So if you just give me one moment, I feel very bad. I'm trying to make the room ready for you to sleep in.
What's behind that painting?
What is behind that painting? Before I decide to say what is.
Leather brown journal.
It's my diary.
Oh.
Sorry.
Insight check?
This is
bad idea.
awful.
Only 12.
Oh. 12.
This usually goes to the defender, but the issue is I don't know who the defender is in this situation.
Should we re-roll?
Rollies.
Not great, 10.
18 plus 7. Oh, thank God.
I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to intrude. This is your journal. Clearly you've had an active sleepover in here. I'll let you wrap everything up, and then you just let me know when you're done.
Yeah, I just feel bad because it's a mess. And
No. Privacy is so important.
No, don't-
I
please don't
respect
worry.
that. I get it.
He closes the door and I'm like,
You're just like,
the journal is like already in my outfit somewhere. I'm
Yeah.
hiding it. I can get all the other stuff. Making sure it does not fall out on my way back to my room.
Okay.
So you leave and you're just like, oh, sorry.
Yeah, I've like smoothed stuff over. You know, it looks presentable in here. I grabbed the flower crown. Anything else?
Wow, this place looks clean. Very picked over.
Gothest room you've ever stepped foot into. It's
I have a very weird question.
yes.
Can I go over to the desk?
Yes, you can.
Great. What kind of desk is this?
It looks mahogany. It's very large. It has a rolling cover.
Got it.
Yep.
I've seen a lot of detective movies in my day.
Yes, you have.
So, can I take a sheet of paper, put it on the desk,
Yep.
and take a little stencil and go like,
Yeah, you
if I can pick anything up?
Whose note did he write last?
Yeah, go for it, 100%. I would say, ooh, what would that even be?
Yours is less incriminating. It's
I would say this would probably be the same skill as a forgery kit, which is usually sleight of hand.
Go. Not great. 9.
Okay. So I'm just, with a 9, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick one word from every sentence that you get
Okay.
as you're scratching away.
For you watching at home, see if you can fill it in. Okay.
Ruby. Imperative. You. Magic. Fear. Malevolent. Nurture. Capricious. Learn. Settle. Dictate. Pleases. Warmth. Did. Wish. Well. Progress. Quiz.
Great. Got a lot.
I think that'll be really helpful.
That'll be extremely helpful.
oh, we got a spelling test coming up.
Yeah, this is a quiz with a malevolent teacher. Great, lovely.
Made sense to me. I don't know.
I mean, if there's nothing to see here, can I wander through the house?
Yes, you absolutely can. I will say all of the rooms you see here are the rooms of the house. So there is that little library up top.
Is that next to my room?
That is right next to your room.
Can I search the library then?
Yeah, you can search the library.
What is investigation?
Investigation.
18.
18. Okay. Ironically, you find Famous Tales of Heroics, Stillhearth Bahadura, which is part of this library.
My unsigned copy.
Does it look like it's been read? Is anything underlined? Is there anything?
There's nothing underlined. No.
And how she might feel?
No, it just
Okay,
looks
fine.
like it's been read.
All right. Can I keep searching through those
You
books?
can absolutely keep searching.
Oh, 19.
19? Oh, okay. You find an autobiographical piece from Elouche Fenden, a woman stricken with some kind of partial lycanthropy. She speaks on her experiences immigrating, as well as her fleeting thoughts on other dens and the kingdom as a whole. She speaks fearfully of a figure referred to as the Chilling Gaze and another referred to as the Patron. And then it lists opinions on all of the monstrous dens in the southern coast.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds like some light reading. Let's see, is that a rare looking book?
It's a rare looking book.
All right, I'll take that and I'll read that tonight.
Okay.
And then I'll take my book and I'll sign it. And I'll say, to Mama, let's hang? And then that's it.
Okay. I will give you one more book because you rolled so high. You find a book that is another diary. This one looks old, very old. It seems to be from the perspective of a person who hailed from the bog from a time pre-convocation, when the blight had first settled and Hysteria had not transformed into condemnation yet.
Okay.
So you find that one. That one looks real rare.
Okay, I'll take that one too.
Okay.
And I'll do some reading
Okay.
later. But
Yeah, are you carrying your books with you or did you put them back?
with me.
Okay.
For sure.
So you would see, you're probably the first down for dinner because everyone else is having conversations. You would see Delian descend the stairs with 2 books.
I think I like that thing when you're hosting a party and you expect people to show up a little bit late, but then like people are like an hour and a half late. Like the first person to show up is like an hour and a half late, so you're kind of just sitting there waiting. And then they open the door and you're just like, oh, hey.
Am I the first one here?
Yeah, no, it's all everyone's taking their time. It's been a long.
I can get people here now. You want me to call for people?
Oh,
Wait, this is my house. I should ask Mama.
I'm gonna go. I'll go see if everybody's ready to come on downstairs.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I like am peeking my head out, waiting for Eris to come back to his.
I was gonna say, are you still in my room? I'm gonna come back and put all the stuff down, and then I'm gonna show her the journal. Be like,
Is that?
it's my diary, and I put it back in my outfit.
I know that's not your diary. I don't even have to roll for that.
What would
I just
a good person
wanted
say?
to make sure, that
you can't-
nobody else would find his belongings and/or secrets.
Yeah, you can't read that. You really can't read that. Please read it.
going to.
Please, yeah, you can't read that. That's not a good thing to do.
I will not read that.
You will not read that.
I keep that and the note on my being at all times.
Okay. Good to know. I will note that down for the future.
Great.
We should probably head down, but before we do that, so like, how are we feeling about the eye? Jeez.
Oh.
Like, I've gotten compliments, but I know you're a very, like, fashion-forward.
I think it's really cool.
You know, and it's just kind of, like, inspiring me to maybe do something else.
And like the gold
Yeah.
works really well with
You know
your
what I
color
used to do
palette.
when I was young? I used to, like, dye my hair, like, the ends of my hair blue to match my scales.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Maybe like gold tinsel.
Well, would it be too much, like, gold tinsel?
Put it on like the opposite side. Like
You know
just
what?
a couple pieces.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it would be really cool. I mean, I am very extravagant in my fashion. It's not for everyone, but I do think it would work well on you.
I was way more extravagant when I was a kid, and now I'm feeling I feel like I'm getting a lot of encouragement, and I feel like trying some new things again.
Absolutely. I support it.
Would you decorate my side of the room?
Of course I would. I would love to. Are you joking?
Great. Okay, cool.
Speaking of which, I would love to check on Ruby before we go to dinner.
Yes. Sure. Let's head on down.
Is that where you're headed?
Yeah.
If they walk in, I'm holding all of the books. Just like, wow.
Are you getting those signed?
They already are.
Oh.
You want to see? So this one's for Red.
Okay.
Because, they couldn't all be for me.
Okay.
This one was for me. This one was for me. And this one was for me.
Cool. Nice.
They're inside jokes. Because he wrote them when he was inside my room. With Delian Bahadora. I can freak out now. He's not right in here.
But those books have redacted stuff on them, right?
Yep.
Can I see there's
Yep.
redacted stuff? Why?
My mom likes
There's,
to do
like,
that before
missing
she gives me
parts.
books. She just fact checks them.
Yeah, here you
You know what I
go.
mean? Like, you have to get rid of what's not true.
What is one of these? Are any of these like popular books that we might?
They're all the Bahadora books.
So I've read all of them. So like, would I have like an idea of like what is in the? I've read these books.
Yeah, you've read these books.
What is redacted in these books?
You would notice a lot of the the recollections of battle scenes, you remember that, like, even when the rest of the party was vaguely spoken about, there was at least, like, one caster in there. Any time that caster was mentioned is blacked out.
Oh.
Just the unsafe stuff, like magic.
Do I know the name of the caster? Can I literally be like...
No, all names of everyone's name, he was really, really careful to redact all names so that no one would get targeted by him if someone came after him for this. Yes.
Okay. Ruby,
Yes.
you know, I think it would be really beneficial to actually, for you in particular, with your magic, to know what was missing here.
I'd have to ask Mama since she's in charge now. And like when my mother was in charge, you know, she took things out for like safety stuff. So
I'm just saying, it's like a lot of the magic stuff that would really be good for you to know with your magic.
is that what's targeted mostly?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's like
That kind of makes sense because magic can be scary. So it makes sense that she would hide that stuff.
But also, I just have to mention to you that you are very, very powerful.
I know.
freaky powerful.
It's very cool, and I think you shouldn't be as scared of that as you are. I know it is scary, but you know, I think you could learn to maybe not be, because did you see what you did with those trees and everything? I don't think we would have finished off that monster had you not.
I mean, I think Delia and Bahadora could have handled it.
Ruby, look at me. You helped a lot. A lot.
You too.
Thank you.
I just think like maybe you should read some of like the magic portions are always really
And if
cool.
you feel that to be comfortable with that, you have to ask Mama. I think that's fine for now. Consider it.
idea.
Consider it considered.
Okay. Dinner?
Yeah, dinner.
Did you look at my books too? So you have to look at the.
Oh, here you go.
Look at all of the autographs.
Let me see. Oh, that's a
personal.
cool one. That's cool. He definitely thinks you're awesome.
stars. You know how like Mama talked to me about eggs?
Yes.
We talked about the stars.
Oh.
They're all connected.
Absolutely.
The eggs and the stars are connected?
Yep, makes sense to me.
I would say so.
I think at this point you're going to grab everyone for dinner.
Yeah, I'm like trying to find everybody.
They are all in the same room.
Oh, hey.
Did you want to see my books? Look at the autographs. And I just like hold them all like open.
Oh, nice.
We have to leave the book here though.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna put it in Red's cage.
You coming to dinner?
Yeah.
Great, let's go.
All right, let's
You know
go.
DeLion's gonna be there. Bahador.
Ooh. Do you guys know the song?
Of course I know the
yeah,
song. I
song.
was in a circus. We performed it all the time.
Do you know the song?
I quoted it to him before. He seemed really into it.
Great.
To dinner.
To dinner, you all would enter. You're seated at the table, probably in Boss's chair, because... So you would all take your seat. Mama is not present yet, but you hear rummaging in the kitchen. Rather abruptly, it was pretty silent, and then suddenly just clattering.
Do you need any help?
Oh no, I'm good, thank you. I forgot, what did everyone want again?
Anything. Surprise me.
Cook that pork.
Yes, a good thing because I did start that, so if no one wanted that, that would have been a problem.
Do you have any vegetarian options?
Yes, I can make vegetables.
I don't want to impose.
No, it's no problem because I'd rather you eat.
Pork just doesn't sit well with me.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It's
just what
It's not in the book. So you get a little insider information.
A vegetarian cookbook.
You know, I would do that. Actually, that's a great idea. That's a really good idea. I'm gonna quote you in the. I'm gonna put a special thanks
Appreciate it.
at the top. Yeah, something that's like vegetables and rice or whatever.
Okay, I
Honestly,
can do that.
anything that's just vegetarian.
Yeah.
That's literally my only
Okay, I'll
thing.
do it.
Pork, all right.
I'll have the vegetarian one too.
Okay.
Please don't. No, not. Let's come on. That's all. Some of us have to eat the pork.
I'll eat the
I'll
pork.
eat the pork. Don't worry.
I killed that pig. I want to eat it.
I'm gonna say, Mama, after a few more moments of rummaging around, she comes. The tray once again balanced precariously atop her bun, even at a diagonal, and yet nothing is spilling. And then on either hand, she's also carrying hot plates with very little padding, but it seems she doesn't mind. All right, so I have the pork on. 1 second.
Somebody help her.
She doesn't like help. She likes to do it on her own.
Let her do it. It's her thing.
Slides gracefully into the center of the table. And then I have vegetarian option for you too.
Thank you so much.
Smells amazing.
Yes, and I hope you enjoy it. It's a vegetarian lasagna, so I thought everyone could enjoy it if they wanted, but also pork.
So, DeLion, I know it's already a big ass. Like, we've hung out all day, and I pet your griffin, and like it's been awesome. But every morning I like to work out and spar, and my sparring partner has left. So I was wondering if you would like to spar with me.
I would love nothing more than to spar with you. That sounds great.
And we could also race, like on foot.
On foot. Okay, I would race on foot.
Great.
Whatever. Yes, that sounds lovely. That sounds like a great exercise in the morning.
Yeah, I do it every morning.
Absolutely, yes.
Amazing.
Does anyone else join you in these exercises?
Typically, people don't wake up early enough.
I joined once.
I like to sit and watch.
You got it. Hey, I'd like to propose a toast.
Oh, okay, we're getting fancy.
To the currently unnamed adventuring band that saved me and really brought to light some nasty things about this contract I signed and really taught me a lot. Really brought me back to my original days of adventuring. And that's just the first toast. I'm sure other people will toast. To all of you, to youth and adventuring.
To not having a Baja Blast.
Yes.
To that.
To that.
Cheers.
Cheers, 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 cheers.
Although it doesn't have an actual bottle over here. Let me.
Cheers, cheers, cheers.
To water bottle.
And to Vasilios, may he be safe. And not being stupid again.
Please. Oceros help us.
How about before dessert, we sing a little song?
I love a good song time.
Mama loves
in like
this
2
song.
seconds, I'll know
This
it.
is one of Mama's favorites.
Yeah. Woo.
What's our starting note? My dad would always do that. Okay.
Okay, ready? A 5, 6, 7, 8.
In need of a hero, hear the people shout. A ruckus cry sings, bring the lion out. He's strong and brave and just and true. He fights for love, for me, for you. His foes will run, there's nothing he can't do.
And then it goes on for like 6 more verses.
We sing all 6 verses. You're an inspiration.
Thank you so much. Really, I haven't heard that song in a long time, and it's reminding me why I started adventuring.
Oh, that's sweet.
It's about the people you affect. You know, it's not the stories themselves. It's about what those stories mean.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
So thank you.
Thank
That
you.
was amazing. Really, thank you both. This has been a treat. Thank you, Mama.
You're welcome.
This has been great. Wow, you all are very talented. Thank you for that. What a wonderful performance. One more time.
To you. To
No, to
One more
you.
time. Okay.
No.
Mama takes a long swig.
Wow. What's for dessert?
Oh, shoot.
I can help.
We don't need a dessert.
No, I can do it.
No, let me do it.
No.
Let me
you
try.
No, you're my guest. That would be rude.
But I can help.
Fine.
But you can all. So why don't you all sit and talk and have fun?
All right.
But if you want to help Ruby, you're welcome to. But if you wanted more time with Mr. Baha,
I'm learning how to cook. Cooking is magic.
It is. Here, come with me. We can make a pineapple upside down cake with the rest.
Iris will love that.
Okay.
Oh my God. Delicious. What a treat. What a treat. Right?
I want pineapple upside down cake now.
Incredible.
Okay. Here, Ruby, do you want to stay for a little bit and then join me, or?
I'll let you get set up and then I'll come in a minute.
Perfect. Okay. Bye. Love you all.
So where are all of you off to next?
Wherever Mama wants us to go.
Yeah, here for a while.
Seems like we might need new groceries soon. We just went through a lot of them.
Well, you could have no better patron than Mama.
What about yourself?
When I was starting out, I worked independently. I worked on we kind of we did things the old-fashioned way. We heard rumors at taverns and, took down hordes of monsters and saved a village from a poisoned well here and there. Yeah, it was...
How'd you do that?
Okay, well, it kind of went like this. So,
Sword doesn't help much with that.
well, a sword is not always the answer.
Oh.
Sometimes you have to say, what is the source of what's poisoning this well? And so you start off by, and also the poison wasn't killing these people right off. They were all just getting really sick and they had boils all over their skin. So we had to go to a nearby, what we thought was the source of the water at a mountain. But when we got there, it turned out that there was this warlock there putting in the water, and we had to...
Oh, there was just a guy straight up poisoning the water source?
That's right.
Fun.
Just for fun?
Yeah, it's the old tale. He was bullied when he was a kid, and so he studied for many years and learned how to poison wells. And then, he was like, I'm going to get my revenge by causing all the people I grew up with to have boils all over their body. I felt for him, but, we broke his legs.
This entire time, Zimra has been like
30.
mouthing like the next thing.
That was before I adopted Caladros, or Caladros would have been, ate them all up.
Specifically, you had to break his legs.
Yeah.
Well,
Chapter 30.
It was part of the dramatic effect if the legs were broken. Like,
did we have to break his legs? No, we didn't have to break his leg.
You left him alive?
It's about the principle.
We did leave him alive, but we broke his legs and then took him back to the village, and they hung him. So yeah, that was. We didn't really need to. They hung him because the people were dying. He killed a lot of people, a lot of kids.
Makes sense to me.
it was
I don't know if that
thrilling in the book. Thrilling.
Yes.
Page turner.
So yeah, anyway, what can I say? Those were just the old days. It wasn't errands, doing errands, but we had some good times too, not just breaking legs.
Wow.
It's good to relive some of these memories with all of you. Man, I envy you all. Charting your own course again. Jumping out into the fray!
I mean, you could go back. You could go back to adventuring.
Or join us. I mean, every once in a while, it's okay if you don't want to.
I can't. I don't want to endanger you. Too many people. I've made too many enemies.
To be fair, we kind of are in danger every time we go out, so we're already in danger.
We travel with an assassin and...
Did you hear about maybe where he went?
No.
Unfortunately not.
If you run into him, you could say, hey, I saw your homies.
Okay.
Yeah, and tell him to come back.
I'll do that for you. I feel like there's something...
I just have a big crush on him.
Maybe the crush.
Really a secret.
Maybe the crush is mutual. Maybe he feels for you.
That would be fantastic.
I don't know.
What?
I feel like when someone leaves you in the middle of the night, it's like a lot.
Maybe it's complicated.
Simra.
Maybe he left for a reason.
Okay, I will say, notably, you are a paladin. You notice Eris weirdly has a paladin's holy symbol pinned on, inexplicably.
Is that his whole? Did that belong to Vass?
Voss. Vasilios.
Excuse me.
So it did belong to Vasilios.
It's all right. I think he will return as soon as he can.
I believe he will. If he entrusted that with you, then I believe he might feel for you more than he's letting on.
I hope so. Thank you.
Did you leave something like that for like your wife? Not that I keep wanting to ask about her because I know you want to keep her safe, but like something like that?
I did. I hope they're okay.
That's my favorite part of the book.
Is that her ring?
Yes. I keep it with me all the time. And the reason I wear it around my neck is because you never know when someone will try to cut off one of your hands or an arm. And there's one thing, that if someone's going to take this from me, then they better take out my heart as well.
I think I have a little tear.
I can lose a hand, but I won't lose this.
That's my favorite part of the book, so like, oh my goodness, this is so cool.
That's so very sweet.
I'm her #1 fan. I mean, the little that she's in there because you respected her so well. But I'm her #1 fan.
Yes. Thank you. It's just so nice to meet with some young adventurers, you know?
Damn, what happened to the mood out here? Is everything okay?
We're talking about love.
Talking about
Talking
love.
about love,
Oh,
Mama, you know?
that's nice. Just kidding. No, wait. What is it like? Gossipy love? Like, is it whatever the?
Well,
know.
I think something might be going on over there.
Yeah, it's pretty rough, right?
I don't know. I think it might be not rough.
I
Pretty
just
smooth.
think they need to get their stuff together. If
Yes.
I'm entirely honest. I mean,
Yes.
it's just so sad.
Life is short.
Yes.
Unfortunately, he is not here right now for me to say anything.
I mean, we had a great little sword fighting thing where Eris was like, "Oh, my arm is so." It was, well, it was great until you almost hit him in the face, but
I did, when we had our sleepover, yell at him because I was like, clearly I was trying to flirt with you and you couldn't just let me, and he laughed. So
that's great.
that's good, right?
And then he left in the middle of the night.
Zimra, if you say it one more time, I swear.
When I was left in the middle of the night, it was not good. So
Let's hear it.
I, long time ago, when I was like in the city, I met this guy and I had my first kiss, and then we said goodnight, and then I walked back to my room, and there he was with my roommate. So it wasn't great.
That's terrible.
What was his name? I'll find him.
His name was Henry.
Do you want me to?
It's fine.
Listen, if Delay and Bahadora walked up to this person and was like, "You lost out, Zimra is so cool," that would be a major serve.
That would be a really big serve, but I don't know if you want to run into my roommate.
What if I
so
promise not to break his legs?
I think, well, it's
That's a fair promise.
That's a fair
That's a good promise.
honestly, it would probably make my life easier.
What if you only break one leg?
I don't think leg breaking was part of that. It sounded like just the intimidation thing.
I think the intimidation, honestly, you should just like not run into any of these people. Like they're.
Fine, I won't run into any of these people. Right, I get it. Message received.
Would it make you feel better if I told you about one of my
I'll
messy
find it.
relationships?
Absolutely, please.
All right, well, one time I was in a really bad, like, on again, off again situationship kind of thing.
Paladin.
And no.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, actually, no.
Breaking tight.
I know. Well,
Breaking legs. Breaking hearts. What's going on?
well, basically, we were off again, and I left without saying anything to
Wow, you're the one who broke the heart.
Was that recently?
them. Maybe.
Did you leave with a paladin?
Perhaps.
Oh, so you're kind of the problem in that situation.
Yes.
On again, off again, on again. Off again.
Okay. So you were in off
We were all.
at the moment.
Yes.
I will say, Mama looks over at Udelan. I'm not going to lie. He does have a point. In situations where some people are mean to those that you care about, sometimes you have to take action.
Whose legs have you broken, Mama?
Whose legs have I broken? I don't think I've specifically broken legs. I think I've made executive decisions on people's well-being.
Mama has her own style.
Dependent on their actions, I think that everything should have an equivalent consequence. If you're mean about something specific, that specific thing should come back to bite you in the
Like I said, I rather none of us run into these people. You don't need to see them. Look into camera.
Oh no, I'm just glad to see you're feeling better about your eye.
Yeah, I feel like.
I just noticed.
Oh yeah, this wasn't what I looked like. I have the same eyes as all of my siblings, all the blue eyes, and
You know,
this
it's
just-
very nice. It works for you.
Thank you. It also came with some.
It's very heroic.
Oh, thank you. It was your beverage caused this.
Well, I'm sorry.
It
I
also-
don't claim any legal responsibility for what happened.
No, I'm not
but
blaming you. I am not blaming you.
Sorry,
right now.
no, I know.
No, you don't have to apologize.
It wouldn't hold up in court anyway.
No. No.
But I'm just saying that it could be worse. It looks great. And imagine the posters people would make of you.
I also
Shining eye.
have like
the shining eye.
wing-
That'd be cool.
That's crazy. I also kind of have wings now.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, they popped out and they were like a shield. I also cured you, kind of.
Oh yeah.
That was weird.
Ew, that was cool.
I don't know. That drink was crazy.
Anyway, so dessert. What have we made?
Pineapple upside down cake.
Pineapple upside down cake here. Ruby, why don't you follow me into the kitchen and we can finish it up together?
Yes, I'll help.
Okay, follow me. Yay! He goes into the kitchen with you, shuts the door. So how are you feeling?
I did magic again.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't even get to talk to you about the last time I've done magic twice now. Well, it was a couple of times, but like two big things happened.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to elaborate on that?
Trees
at all?
appeared and a building exploded, but trees
Okay,
appeared.
so let's let's unpack this. So a building exploded.
And trees appeared.
Trees appeared. That's great. Now, was this a bad building?
Only if everybody got out, which they did.
Right. Okay. So if everyone got out and you exploded a bad building that was doing bad things,
Then it was fine.
then it was a good thing. That
I can't hurt a building's feelings or like, but I could hurt the people physically and feeling wise. So like, as long as it was just the building that got exploded and the people all got out and were fine, then that was great.
Ruby, do you know about the schools of magic?
No.
So what you did, that big explodey thing, we call that evocation.
Evocation. Uh-huh.
Now, evocation is usually big, scary, exploding fire, destruction. But the thing is, do you know what is also evocation? Do you remember what it feels like when you are healed, when you have healing magic?
That has happened recently.
So that repairs and it fixes because it takes the spark of vitality within you and it uses it to help and mend. That is also evocation.
So it's not like the garbage egg, it's the good egg.
It can be both.
Oh.
That's the thing with magic. You can either take that egg and you can use it to egg someone's house. You can use it to deface or hurt or I don't know.
Well, that's where my problem lies, is that it was a good egg, but then I poked it and I'm the one that made it a bad egg.
I think that depends on how you're looking at it. Now, we're losing the metaphor because you poked an egg with unwashed hands. That's not the metaphor anymore. I think that what you need to focus on is reframing how you see all of this stuff. Because there is no good and bad. There is nothing that is just good. That's no one is perfect. No one uses magic perfectly. Magic is exactly what you decide to do with it. That is your magic, and no one else can dictate what you do. And even if sometimes you can't control it all yourself, that doesn't make it any less your own. So you made some trees.
I did, and they had names.
I love that. That's fantastic. So
They also whacked a guy, like a bad guy.
oh, good.
In this case, he was bad. You know how the not all people are good versus bad thing? This was bad.
Okay, yeah, some things are just like evil.
Yeah, and
Okay.
the trees whacked it.
Good. Love that. Okay.
Can I have permission to read the Vahadora book without the scratches outs?
Oh, yes, of course.
Okay, I might do that. I just want the option.
Sure. Yes, and it's been nice meeting your hero.
Yeah. We talked about the stars and how the star conversation's kind of like the egg conversation. Mm-hmm. That's what I got from it anyway.
Good. I'm very glad that it's meant something to you. Sometimes meeting our role models can be helpful, but it can also be harmful if they're not everything that we expect them to be.
I mean, he also stabbed the bad thing, and then I got to poke the sword.
Okay, that's pretty cool. I'll give you that. But why don't you go ahead, and she hands you the tray. And you can go on and take this out. And give everyone a sweet treat. They deserve it.
Okay. Are you coming out for dessert?
I have some things I need to look at, but then I'll be back.
Great.
Okay, you have fun, all right?
All right.
Okay.
Mama's got things that she's got to do, but here's a cake.
Delicious!
All right.
I serve it to people.
I was meaning to ask you. I was hoping to ask Mama too, but she's busy. But you guys, y'all mentioned that there might have been something that was trying to trigger some kind of political war of some type between the bog and the southern coast.
I honestly don't know. I don't get involved in politics anymore, but I know that people are always fighting for power. And there are definitely people in these lands that are trying to gain power over each other.
Well, who'd you sign that contract with? They were trying to get you off the board, is what it looked like. Anybody that you maybe had a history with?
You're right.
Well, was there anybody else in the town? Because the people in the town all seemed like they were in the way of those people.
They seemed like they were in the way of those people, but why wouldn't they kill the most powerful person?
It was someone named Farah.
Farah. We've heard that name before, right?
It was in the notebook with the other names, with Illuma's name.
They
And
wanted me to sign the contract.
they were in the meeting notes, so they were the one working with Illuma. Well, not that she had a choice.
Right. They were the ones that were
Dragging her along.
influencing her, or coercing her.
Yeah. One of the ones, yeah.
All right.
Do you think that someone might be using me as like a pawn and...
Well, they were.
I think that's what your name on the stuff was for, was so that the people would then drink it, because they were like, well, if Baja says it's okay, then it's okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry for calling you that. I should use your actual name. But
Baja's fine.
Oh, okay, wow, that's so cool. So if Baja says that's okay, then it's okay. But if like it was just a regular drink out there, maybe not as many people would have widespread drank it. So they were definitely using your name and image to pass the product on, and so that more people would get involved with it. That was a lot.
You're very smart.
No, that's
you.
all very astute.
I have to admit, I don't feel very positive when I know that somebody's trying to use my name to control me for some other purpose, so...
If the most famous hero from a rival area, a wealthy and powerful one at that flaunts its magical use, suddenly gets everybody drinking bog water...
Someone's trying to make the Southern Coast look bad.
I didn't narrow down the suspects, but the fair is a good name to look into.
But it sounds like someone's trying, whether they like it or not, is going to be bring me out of retirement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might need to go investigate this on my own.
Book 3.
And you know, but like heard with the like family stuff and the adventuring, but like, you know, I'm sure that Irel would be more than happy to like take care of your family if need be over at Verdant Run. I know Artberry Orchard is like your space, but
I appreciate it, but I think after this conversation I might need to move my family somewhere else.
Yeah. If there's anything we can do to help.
God, I feel so stupid.
Oh.
I don't
Well,
think that's...
And in your defense, like, I also fell for the allure of the drink. I mean, I like almost offered so I don't think you should feel bad.
Was really cool and convincing.
Yeah, for sure.
I owe a lot to you and to other people who may have consumed that drink, and I owe something to my family and myself to find out who's trying to endanger us. I think I have to go.
Oh, right now?
Well, after dinner, I want to finish. But I don't think I can continue adventuring with you for a while.
I mean, you don't have to leave like right now if you still want to spar in the morning.
She's saying if you need a place to spend the night.
Or you could spend the night.
I think I'd like to spend the night. And then I want to fulfill the promise to you, and then I'll be on my way. But yeah, thank you for bringing that up. I'm sorry, it has me all out of sorts. I just don't like this idea.
We support you.
And also, like, you have already done quite a bit for us. Like, thank you very much for your help.
No, you all saved me. You saved my life.
Oh, but like, we would have been dunzos if you weren't there, too.
I don't know. Those trees were doing a lot of damage. I think maybe you would have been okay.
I can't promise the trees are a usually occurring thing.
It's okay. It helped in the moment. Well, everyone, I'm gonna retire, and then I'll see you in the morning for a spar session.
Absolutely. Before going to Ruby's room, I want to go up to the library, find the book, like the Lion's book, the unredacted, and be like, just like toss it over to Ruby. Because you want it.
We'll see. I'll hold on to it.
And then tuck her in.
I lock my door and I read Vasilios' journal.
I will have a lot to send you later. I will have a lot to send you later.
I think I'm holding it and I'm like, I know I shouldn't do it, but I'm mad at him.
Don't do it.
And as you crack open the cover and begin to read, that's where we're going to call the night session. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us for this roleplay heavy session of Stillhearth. I love roleplay heavy episodes. They're fun. They're like beach episodes, but sometimes dramatic.
Best episode.
Best episodes. Thank you so much for joining us. Please check out Patreon if you want. We have some cool things cooking over there, and we will see you next time.
Bye.